Hi, it's Luke from Weldpro. Today, I'm here with part one of the MIG 155 series, where we're gonna unbox this thing and show you exactly what comes in the package. When you receive your welder, it'll be in a brown box like this. Let's go ahead and open this up and see exactly what comes in the box. The first thing you'll find in the top of the box is the manual. Keep this at a minimum for reference when you're setting up. There will be some large protective chunks of foam in your box. Go ahead and just set these aside. This box will contain all of our parts and accessories. We've gone ahead and taken everything out of the box, and we've got the machine on the table. I'm super excited to look over this, but let's go ahead and look through the accessory box first. We've got lots of different goodies in this box. We'll start with an electrode holder or a stinger for stick welding. The beauty of the 155 is it also runs stick very well. Next, we find our ground clamp. These ground clamps are great. They have nice strong springs and make great contact with your workpiece. We also have the gas hose to go from our tank to our MIG welder. This adapter that comes with your machine allows the 240 volt plug to plug in, and then you plug the other into any standard 110 volt wall outlet. The MIG 155 also comes with a small spool of self-shielded flux core wire. This will help you get started welding. In this white box, we have our flow meter. This will help to regulate the gas flow from your high pressure cylinder down to your MIG welder. Leave this in the box for now so it's protected. We'll show you how to set this up in part two. All right, the small clear bag we got came with a few different things. There's a multi-purpose wrench in there to help you install and remove contact tips and other parts on the MIG 155. There's also two contact tips, sized 035 and 030. These will accommodate multiple different wire sizes that you'll use in this welder. You'll also find a small spool tensioning spring in the bag. We'll show you what this is for in part two. And lastly, we have two drive rolls. These are the small rolls that feed the wire through the MIG welding gun. You'll notice that one of these rolls is smooth and one of these rolls is knurled. Knurled drive rolls are used to push flux core wire, while smooth drive rolls are used to push a solid MIG wire. We'll explain a little more about drive rolls in part two where we set this up. You'll immediately notice that the power cord and the MIG gun come pre-installed on the MIG 155. Go ahead and untwist this cable. We don't want to have any kinks in it. Now that we have our machine and all of our components laid out in front of us, this is a great time to go ahead and put the welder together. Join us for part two of the 155 series where we show you how to completely assemble this machine and get ready to weld. What's up everybody, it's Luke from Weldpro. Today I am here with the awesome MIG 200 multi-process welder. Got it here behind me in the box. I want to go ahead and take this thing out of the box for you today and show you exactly what comes in it so when you order, you know what to expect. First thing you'll find in the top is your owner's manual. Keep this handy for reference as you're setting up the welder. The second thing you pull out is going to be the accessory and parts box. We'll go through this here in just a second. And in the bottom of your box, you'll find your MIG 200. These machines are absolutely beautiful. Very nice control surface on the front, tactile buttons and rotary knob, great enamel finish, and quality parts all the way around. Inside this machine, you've got an all-metal drive system. We'll talk a little more about the machine itself in part two, the setup video, where we show you how to adjust the interface, set up wire, and attach everything to this machine. Let's break open this parts box and see exactly what's inside. The MIG 200 is a dual voltage machine. It'll run on 220 volts or 110 volts AC. The MIG 200 comes with a dual voltage adapter. Simply plug in the 220 volt plug from the machine into the adapter and it converts to 110 volts. In the box, you'll locate your ground clamp with the cable attached. This is an awesome ground clamp with a strong spring. You'll also find your stinger or your electrode holder. These are high quality electrode holders and work extremely well for a long time. Next, we find the gas hose. This will allow us to connect our flow meter to our machine. Speaking of flow meters, there is a very nice brass flow meter that comes with the MIG 200. It's found in this white box. We'll go ahead and leave it in here for now so it's protected until we install it. Next thing to come out is the TIG torch. The MIG 200 is a multi-process welder. Therefore, it's capable of running DC TIG. The TIG torch that comes with it has a hand-operated gas valve. Keep an eye out because we're going to have a separate video on setting this machine up to run TIG. You'll find a TIG parts kit located in this box. It contains parts like tungsten, collets, collet bodies, and gas cups. There's also a clear bag with contact tips, as well as a wrench to install them. You'll find some extra drive rolls along with a wing nut. We'll need this to set up the MIG gun, and I'll show you about that in part 2. Last but not least is the Ergo Plus MIG gun. This is an extremely nice MIG gun with a ball relief on the back. It makes it very comfortable to use. Also, the trigger is made for 2 fingers, so it doesn't cause fatigue. The parts are easy to disassemble and reassemble. Just overall, a very nice MIG gun. Hi there, I'm Luke from Weldpro, and today I want to talk about our flagship TIG 200 welder. Today I want to do an unboxing for you. I want to take everything out of the package and show you exactly what comes with it. So when you get your welder, you'll know what to expect and how to set it up. So today I'm going to start by taking everything out of this box piece by piece and showing you exactly what comes in it. One of the first and most important things is the manual. I know it's often overlooked, but the reality is Weldpro has done a great job of putting together some resources that will give you tips and tricks along with some safety information to help you do better when you get started welding. Alright, so in addition to the manual, we also have the welding machine that will come out of the box first. It can be helpful to have a second person to hold the bottom of the box while you pull the machine out. The first thing you'll notice in here is the CK TIG torch kit. CK Worldwide has been making TIG torches for a very long time, and this is an extremely high quality TIG torch. Now this is the CK Worldwide Superflex torch, so it comes with the red Superflex hose. If you've never TIG welded with one of these CK Superflex, it is an extremely nice torch. Alright, so this CK Superflex kit comes with a neat accessory. This is a hand switch for the CK torch. So what you do is if you're working in a confined space or somewhere where it might be difficult to operate a foot pedal, disconnect the foot pedal. You install this switch on your torch head, route the cable down the entire torch hose, and then this connector plugs in right on the front of the machine where the foot pedal goes. This will allow you to operate by hand the TIG torch if you're in a confined welding position. Something you'll see we include with our package here at Weldpro is the hose protector. Now this is a zippered cover that goes over your TIG torch hose and over any additional wires to help protect it from sparks, from stepping on it, or from any other hazards that might be in the area. This is a nice heavy duty hose cover. It does have a zipper on it so it can unzip and zip back up. It is very easy to install, and we'll be doing that in the setup video, which will be part 2 of the TIG 200. This is going to contain your flow meter. The flow meter accurately regulates gas flow to your TIG torch while you're welding. In part 2 of this series, we'll show you how to install this and set it correctly. Alright, the next thing you might notice in your box is the actual foot pedal itself. The foot pedal is how we control our amperage when we're TIG welding. Think of it like a car accelerator. The more you push down, the faster you go. The more you back off, the slower you go. The TIG foot pedal gets plugged in right on the front of the machine with this connector. Also included in the box, you'll notice, is the hose for your flow meter. If you don't have 220 or 240 volt power, that's okay, because Weldpro includes, with all of its dual voltage machines, the adapter to go from 110 volts to 220 volts. Now the plug on the machine includes the 220, 240 volt plug. This adapter comes with each machine that is dual voltage and allows you to plug into a 15 or 20 amp 110 volt receptacle. One of the most important things to welding is your actual ground clamp. If you can't send electricity to your workpiece, what good is it? So they've included the ground clamp with the ground cable on it. This is a very high quality clamp with an extremely strong spring. It takes me a lot to get it open, but that's what you want, because that will give you a secure connection to your workpiece. Here at Weldpro, we include a stinger or an electrode holder for every machine capable of stick welding. Alright, so in your accessory bag, you're going to find two pieces of tungsten, one of which is for aluminum and one of which for mild steel and other non-ferrous metals. We'll talk a little more about tungsten in our upcoming videos. You'll notice some other TIG parts in this bag, including the stem, or often known as the back cap for the TIG torch. You'll also notice is included a 3/32 collet body. There's a 3/32 collet insert for the collet body. The last thing in the bag are gas cups. There are sizes 4, 5, and 6. If you're not sure what to do with these, just hang tight. In coming videos, we'll show you the importance of sizing your gas cup correctly to your weld. Alright, so that's everything that comes in the factory TIG 200 box. A lot of really nice accessories and products.